Ben Schwartz, welcome back to Mythical Kitchen.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm incredibly excited that you're here, and I'm incredibly... I flubbed it.
You can't keep going. We're never doing another one.
That's
what this show's about. We're showing how many mistakes we make as human beings.
Let's keep a mistakes counter up.
Okay, that's one.
Ben, I am incredibly excited to be cooking for you today. I intend to blow your mind with your favorite food, pasta, which I feel like you maybe think that I manipulated you into saying that pasta was your favorite
100%. You asked me what type of foods, and I said, what's the easiest thing? What do you like cooking the most? You said pasta, and I said, let's just do that.
I slow played it more than you are giving off right now because I said it could be anything. It could be like pasta, tacos, pasta.
Yeah, every other one kept coming back to pasta.
Absolutely, and I intend to show you the entire range that you can make with pasta. We are going to be making 5 pastas today while asking you 5 increasingly complex questions to go with the complexity of that pasta. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I love this idea. Oh, if I say no, is the show over?
Yeah, you have to just leave.
Yes, yeah. But also I wonder, because we don't know what the I don't know what the show is yet, and you guys are figuring it out for the first time. In my head, is it complex like what's 25 times 12? Or is it complex and like we're getting into your psyche more? Or is it, I can't wait to see what it means. And also, what does it mean to have complex pasta? Is the pasta itself different shapes I've never seen? Is it different things you're putting in it? Are you gonna be a lobster in there?
There could be, Ben. I think the only way to find out is to not click out of this here video, and you don't leave. We've actually bolted the gate shut.
I saw.
Yeah, 100%.
With pasta, you took pasta and tied the things here.
Ben, you ready to get to the first pasta?
I can't wait.
We are doing spaghetti cacio e pepe. This is something that you've probably had many times before.
Can I say something before we start?
Absolutely.
That the smoke is right in that, just because it's your first time doing the show, so this is probably gonna be a problem, right?
Yeah, oh my God, the camera is right behind, yeah, that makes
sense. Smoke,
okay,
so I could, do you wanna move or do you want me to do this?
I think if you can just sort of like either
two mistakes.
go lower.
How many should we get? Once we
rising.
By the way, if we get to 5 mistakes, everybody, big round of applause. If we get to 5,
and everybody eats free at 5 mistakes.
Everybody eats free at 5 mistakes.
Yeah, well, you get a rebate.
How does that feel in terms of smoke? Less?
What if I do this? What if I do? Check this out. Does that renege a mistake? Now we're only at 1.
I got a question. Does that make it boil quicker?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it traps the heat in. Ben, first we have our first question. What's up?
The first question is, what's up?
What's up?
So this is, just so we know, this is you are premiering a new show on Mythical Kitchen, and the whole idea is that you're gonna give only 5 questions.
Yes, sir.
So you have 5 times to sit down with someone, get into their brain, learn about them a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that I appreciate with Last Meals is how much research you did, how much time and effort you put in, how much you really learn about the person you're gonna do it, and then you really ask them questions that connect with them.
Correct.
This is the first time. Already messed up with the smoke thing.
We can just count this as 3. We can just go.
That could be 3. And the first question is?
Let's, what's up?
Everything's pretty good. Things are
pretty good?
Yeah, things are pretty good. How about yourself? What's up with you?
No, it's going pretty well, you know, getting married soon, gearing up for a wedding.
Are you?
That's gonna be fun, yeah.
Is it a lot of nerves getting ready for a wedding?
Not a lot of nerves, more just, you know, there's a lot of tasks.
Oh my God, is there a lot of, and again, so we'll call this a mistake because obviously the sound can't possibly work.
Sure. Well, I need to bash up the peppercorn, so we're gonna go ahead and do that's at 4.
I was gonna say when we hit 5, but I will say every time we hit a denomination of 5.
You get another rebate coupon for 20% off your next meal at
That's
Mythical
fantastic.
Yeah,
so we're at 4 right now. Do you think there's a lot of pressure for you to have great food at your wedding?
Yes, there's a ton, but we are just renting out an entire restaurant, and so I think that way.
True?
Yeah,
Should
this
we
is
plug
true.
the restaurant so you get it for free?
No, I don't want people to show. I'm scared.
Outback Steakhouse.
God, a great place,
right? But what else is up with you?
Right now we have Sonic Press. Sonic has come out in December, so we're doing that. That's 5.
Everybody, rebate! 20%. Everybody, water down all the condiments. Hold on.
So Sonic comes out December 20th, so we're starting Sonic Press. But it's like, for me, the reason why this is, we do a lot of press for all of our things, but Sonic Press is like, I go to Brazil and London. Like, it's like, I feel like a part of something enormous. So it's very exciting. And then I call you and do this stuff.
I kind of love that. It seems
You're
like
not gonna cut yourself, right? You're so close.
No, I've been grading several fingernails into there, but I think the chitin in the fingernails is actually
smart, and that's what I need. That's what I'm looking for.
Do you want some snacky cheese?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
And I just finished my improv tour.
Very cool.
And we just, our last, oh my God.
I know, it's really nice. Pecorino Romano, I think it has a lot more acidity and a lot more salt than like a Parmigiano Reggiano.
I'm lactose intolerant. This is a terrible idea.
There's almost no lactose in Pecorino Romano because it comes from sheep's milk.
Is this real?
This is real. It's absolutely real. You can be eating this almost all the time.
Can I be lactose intolerant for sheep's milk?
I don't believe sheep's milk has the same quality of lactose as cow's milk, and when you age cheese like this, it denatures so much.
I can't believe you're breaking this news. This is breaking news.
Yeah, I feel like a doctor should have told you that.
Nobody has told me that.
No, am I your new doctor?
Now, as someone who's very bad at cooking, so you're gonna teach me how to cook, how do you know when, God, that's It's so hot.
You just have to eat it.
God.
Go ahead.
No, I meant sexy hot.
Oh, God.
How do you know when the pasta is done?
You just got to eat it. That's the only way to tell.
And then how do you feel? Do you feel like it's done or how much?
No, not done. Not done at all. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. They call that al dente, but no, that's crunchy. That's crunchy.
Al dente, my
man. Have you made cacio e pepe before? I know you've eaten it a fair.
No, you're burning the pasta on the other one. Do you see it?
Okay, that's not a mistake. That's a feature, not a bug.
If we can get a close up on that.
Go ahead and get a close up on it. Yeah. Well, what we did is I put.
We'll call that 6, and when we get to 10.
I feel like the nature
when
of.
we get to 10, we gotta do a wave.
The nature of mistakes, to me, I feel like I've been band-aiding several of them, and you're not uncounting those.
If I ask you to do a favor for me just for 10 seconds, is that okay, or do you need to be cooking?
No, I've done seconds.
Can you take off your apron for 10 seconds and go to your single camera? I want to show people something that I noticed that I thought was
Can you untie it?
Of course, my God, my leash. Okay, take it off. You are dressed like The Rock from those 90s. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I need a bigger chain. Bigger chain.
And you're getting strong. Now, last time I talked to you, you were trying to lean down a little bit.
I was bulking. I was in the middle of a solid bulk.
So I just insulted you. You're bulking up.
You thought that I was skinny.
You look
last
lean
time.
now, I think.
Thank you. I feel like a cage fighter.
Okay. Do you want me to pop you back on?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just really need helping on the tie because it doesn't.
Yeah.
Also, do you have catchphrases?
In my life?
Yeah, like do you have like
oh my God, I do. Can I tell you one that I used to try to do, but I haven't been able to do in a bit?
Yes.
In New York, if you go to a Jewish deli, let's say you go to Katz's or something like that, and you get something called a pastrami sandwich, but you get it. It comes in half or full.
You say something called a pastrami
sandwich?
Well,
this is why I say it.
Go ahead.
You get a pastrami sandwich, but you get it. You ask for a full pastrami, and when you get it, it's just so much pastrami.
Yeah.
I've been trying to say like when I do something above and beyond, I'm going full pastrami. I'm trying to make that
linguistically seems like it would work even outside of English.
It works.
You know?
It works, but people are confused. You'll be like, oh yeah, that guy went full pastrami on that.
I think that really is intuitive, and I think you should make aprons that say full pastrami on it.
I love this idea.
Because
can we do it so I don't have to do anything, but I get 10% off of Mythical Kitchen?
See, that's great that you only want 10%.
Do I want more 50?
Really generous. Now I realize I'm very bad.
Can I tell you, I sell merch for Ben Schwartz and Friends, my touring show. Go to rejectedjokes.com, and I just never make money off the merch. I just break even. I just like sell enough where I see people on the street wearing it, but I never make money. So I'm terrible at merch. The other catchphrase that I try to do from the 90s shows The Critic.
Yeah, Martin Short?
No, you're way off. It's
right when I said that, I knew it was wrong.
You're thinking Three Amigos. This is John Lovitz.
Yeah,
John Lovitz. Comedians, I guess they're both comedians.
I was going to say Martin Short's character Jiminy Glick is somewhat spiritually similar to John Lovett.
Okay, that's it. I mean, you just don't like making mistakes.
Mistake
so you're trying
number
to,
7.
So he used to say something he said hachi machi a lot. And in every Sonic movie, whenever they let me improvise, I always try to push in hachi machi. In every single movie, if you look at all the cut audio of mine, there's like 100 examples of me trying to say hachi machi. So that's another catchphrase I'm trying to put back into the universe.
Has a hachi machi ever made the cut?
No.
Well, I realized what had happened is that the stove actually turned off because it sensed the pasta that was burning into it, and it's a safety feature. So not only am I accepting criticism of my mistakes from everybody in here, but even the inanimate, semi-animate.
The robots are coming after you.
Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna transfer it to that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of flour and water. Most people would use pasta water, but I think if you just directly add flour and water, it gives you a better shot of emulsifying your pasta into that cheese. Because the idea is this cheese doesn't necessarily
What does emulsifying mean?
Emulsify is to take two disparate liquids, say oil and water and protein, things that don't want to mix, and then you add either a chemical agent or a particulate to emulsify them.
And do you think this here is probably messing up our shot again?
Yep. 8?
All
right.
A huge wave.
And now I'm just adding it to this here pecorino and black pepper, and we're just gonna mix it until this becomes a nice, smooth, silky sauce.
You know why this is great? Because I'm so bad at cooking that I'm truly learning. Anything you do will teach me how to be a better cook today.
We're gonna go no garnish on this, just slop and noodles in a bowl.
What would you garnish on? More what?
Well, I guess I am gonna garnish the only things you would garnish. An egg yolk might be nice. I was just gonna throw a little bit more black pepper on there, and then maybe a little bit of cheese. You know,
I guarantee I'm gonna shit myself from that cheese.
Absolutely, there's no lactose in this. If you shit yourself, that is because you wanted to shit yourself.
Yeah.
You're
I can't wait for an excuse to shit myself. I'm waiting here for an excuse, you know what I mean?
And here we have it, cacio e pepe, classic Roman dish, spaghetti.
Because this is the first time you've ever done this, do you have any utensils for me to eat? Right, okay, that sounds good.
Fork or chopsticks?
Fork, please. I don't need to embarrass myself in your show.
None of our chopsticks match.
That's fine. You guys are a cooking show. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm gonna do how I eat pasta, like with my fork, and I want to see how similar it is to how you eat pasta.
I'm gonna close my eyes while you
yes,
need me to
I don't want you to see the method
though.
in which I eat pasta.
But you need me to have a fork, not chopsticks.
That's true. Is that okay?
Yeah.
While you're over there, I'll eat. While you're over figuring out.
I found a pocket fork.
Okay, great. All right, can you close your eyes? I'm not doing a bit. I really want to see how different we are. I think this is what everybody does. Okay? Keep your eyes closed. Are your eyes closed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to tell people how when you talk to people, you look at their mouths instead of their eyes?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was saying how I didn't realize that until people started masking up during COVID because I realized that my eye line had nowhere to go because suddenly everybody's mouths are covered up and I don't make eye contact with people and I haven't really sought
It's delicious, and I want to see how you eat it with your fork.
Okay, I can open my eyes now?
Yes.
You made me close my eyes while eating pasta last time you were on the show.
Is that true? May I ask you to eat this first?
Yeah, I would love
Okay.
to. Thank you.
Can I ask you to close your eyes when you eat it? Can I ask you to shut your mouth, please?
Yeah. You made me eat the pasta with my eyes closed.
Unbelievable.
So I would come here.
Oh.
I would sort of get it. I would kind of open up a lane for me to then twirl it. And
that's a
but
big
now
bite.
this is big. So now I'm at the uncomfortable position where I have to.
You've made a mistake.
I have to go about 3.5 inches deep.
We've
to
seen
then
you eat
get
a
the
tiny
pasta.
piece of pasta. Let's see how hot this is. Whoa! Too much for me, my man. I would say delicious. But I don't want to give too high because I want you to give you someplace to go. I'm going to give it a 7.5, 8. So I'm going to say 7.75.
7.75?
Or how about this? I give it 7.75 Joshies.
I like that you're doing a 1,000-point scale. You know?
You're right.
Yeah.
7.75. Yeah. You're right. It wasn't 7.75.
No, it's 775
out of 1,000.
It's
That's
ultimately
right.
what you're doing, yeah. Ben, are you ready for pasta number 2?
I can't wait. We have a new burner out, right? This wasn't here 2 seconds ago.
This was not here 2 seconds ago, but we need a live flame for a very specific reason, and it does involve this here bottle.
Oh my God. Are we sponsored by Kettle One Vodka?
We are not, but maybe we can be.
Nice. What a terrible pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you and I are gonna each go shot for shot on this, and then see how long we can hold our hand over the flame for.
All right. We can try if you want.
Perfect.
I'm down. This is what the show
After you,
is.
man. Go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Now we're making Rigatoni Alla Vodka. I'll drink whatever you drink. I think that's the hospitality of the kitchen. Well, there is a way to fake. Do you want to know the way to fake taking handle pulls? Because I did this a lot in college.
I've already taken a handle pull.
The fake is a little bit gross because it involves a lot more bad. Well, I should explain what we're making. We're making Rigatoni Alla Vodka, and I need to get some stuff.
You just basically made me do a shot for no reason.
Correct. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show. That's it. We tricked Ben Schwartz. That's actually the name of the show. We have an apron that says "We tricked Ben Schwartz."
God,
you
do I
got
get 10% of that?
Yes, you do.
Thank God.
We're getting some butter and some olive oil.
Can we have an item that has full pastrami on it that I get at least 98% from?
I think we can, do we handshake deal it now? Well, I need to seal it with a drink, I suppose, but
Go. Whoa, take your time. That was fake.
that was fake.
Oh!
What was the tell?
The tell was that your lips were fished like this,
Interesting.
and then you breathe through this side of your mouth.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
But you did get some bubbles.
The deal is real. Also, I did drink some.
Okay, what are we putting in here?
So we're getting a bunch of garlic and onions, sauteing, and olive oil and butter. I think olive oil, you get a little bit of that bitterness. Butter, you get that richness. And I know you are great with handling dairy.
I am. So there's
Perfect.
how much dairy do we have in this thing? A fair amount.
Ben, if you could only say one word for the rest of your life, what one word do you think would be the funniest?
You know what's funny? Most of the words that I love saying are words that I learned when I was learning Spanish in high school, like papas fritas. Love.
Yeah.
Love there's so many wonderful Spanish words that I love to say.
What do you, can you break that down? You are truly one of the funniest people on the planet, and I'm not saying that just to butter your bread. I think if you were to rank them, you're definitely in the top 0.1 percentile,
I'm very
right?
bad at getting compliments.
Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to be good at
Okay.
it. You're good at comedy, and that's the good thing.
Great.
What
That's
is
very,
funny
very kind of you.
about papas fritas?
Papas
to you?
fritas
Can you
to
break
me
that
is
down?
papas fritas to me is just the way, even just saying it. Say papas fritas.
Papas fritas.
Yeah. Oh my God. Doesn't it feel
Papas
amazing?
fritas. Do you think it's because of a juxtaposition with your Victorian complexion?
Oh, maybe that
Papas
I look
fritas is
so
funnier?
Jewish and I say papas
Yeah,
fritas.
because if you said knedlich, I think knedlich is a really funny word.
Oh, what Yiddish word would be really funny? There's a bunch.
Yeah.
What's a word I love to say? A word I say a lot is amazing. I go amazing.
Thank you,
Or
Stuart.
yeah, I guess that was me that donated to your cause. Or yeah, I guess I helped out a bunch of people who needed things today. Yeah, I mean those are maybe the funniest. I'm just trying to think of the things I say the most.
Sure.
Yeah.
What causes are you currently
Yeah, I guess
donating
yes.
to, unbeknownst to you?
Yes. your dog was in that burning building, but I guess I did bring it back and it's fine now. Like, those are the types of things I find myself saying the most, at least. So did you forget something?
Yeah.
What did you forget?
I forgot. So the name of the pasta is Alla Vodka.
Yeah.
And we drank the vodka.
Right.
I forgot to put the vodka in the pasta. Now I don't know what to do because you're supposed to do it while the vegetables are sauteing.
You also promised your guest a flambe. You promised your guest a big flame.
I know.
And what you've done for me is taken away the one thing that you promised.
Yep.
And may I say something?
Please.
If I'm doing the math right,
Yeah.
I think that is mistake number 10. We got to wave, everybody.
Everyone,
we
come
got
on.
to wave, everybody.
Ready?
Ready? Survey, ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's coming back around.
Great job, everybody. Mistake number 10.
And guys, what could finish a wave better?
This is my question. My
Good,
question
yeah.
is...
Then a little flambe action.
No, there's too much
God
shit.
dang
There's too
it!
much
I
shit
thought
in
I
it.
could. I know. I thought I could get it.
That's
How's
a dry
touring
toss.
going?
Touring, we just finished our last show for this year, but next year, I don't know when this comes out, we have a whole new year of shows. We're playing all sorts of cities. You can get tickets at rejectedjokes.com/tour. Ben Schwartz and friends, have you been to a show? You came to one.
Multiple shows.
You came to multiple shows, but one time I hugged you and you were wearing a leather jacket, I think.
I think it was a black Vans cardigan.
Wow,
do you remember?
Do you have that type of memory?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you got? My man.
Flambe! There we go. Ben wanted a flambe. We got a little flambe action.
My man.
We got the Rigatoni
good.
vodka. Thank you.
It looks good. I tour so much that I take my improvisers out to fancy meals in every city and just put your disgusting hands all over that.
Well, the hands were all over all the food anyways.
No, that's good. And really get your
And
disgusting hands
so,
everywhere.
yeah.
And so I've been lucky enough to like
sink here.
taste all these different restaurants, and we have a list of our favorites, and so all that stuff. Chili oil?
Do they use their disgusting hands too? Yes, we have Calabrian chili
They clean
oil.
their hands. I
They
don't think you clean your hands once,
We don't
right?
have a sink. When I
Right.
went to the bathroom earlier and I thought about it, but
Yeah,
then
you
I
literally
wanted
said
to
I'm gonna pee in my hands. I'll be right back.
Correct.
And you did, right?
Well, I peed through my hands. I like to play a game. You know, like when like
Stop
a
it!
killer
Stop
will
it
do
now!
that
Stop it
thing,
now!
but
Stop
I
it
just
now!
like to
Stop.
have
I'm telling you,
the
stop the
fingers
story
right
now.
there.
Stop
So we're
the
gonna
story
go
now,
ahead and
because
just put a
right now
couple
it's
leaves of
bad.
basil.
It's a bad
Ben,
story.
here we have it. Rigatoni alla vodka, a little bit of Calabrian chili oil, some burrata, fresh basil on there. I used your fork for the burrata because I couldn't find mine. It was right here.
Fantastic. Okay.
And we
do you
paused for
want me to-
pictures.
Do you want me to get some burrata
Rigatoni
in
alla
there?
vodka. I'd say get some
Rigatoni alla
burrata on there. Get some of the breadcrumbs on there. Can I have a bite? Mm-hmm. How's it? How'd we do?
It's really, really tasty.
Yeah?
It's really, really tasty. Out of 1,000 Joshis, I think this is 850 Joshis.
850.
I
That's
can't believe that's by far the most Joshis we've ever get any pasta on this show.
so we're making pasta number 3. This is a little
We're
bit more
making
complex.
pasta number 3.
We're doing a Raviolo al Uovo.
We're
This is
doing
a
raviolo.
with
Oh, you're
egg.
leaking
and,
yolk
little,
everywhere.
Slightly prematurely. This is not yolk. This is a ricotta and nutmeg filling, and I am already fudging this up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pipe a large ring of this filling,
My man.
and then this is actually going to house
How
several
big is-
egg yolks.
Oh, that's cool.
One big raviole. So ravioli, of course, is the plural of raviolo.
And you're putting more than one egg yolk in there?
Yeah, I kind of insisted on it, but then now I think it's
That's too much.
too
3
many
is too
egg
much.
yolks.
I think 3 is too much.
We are making a very large. Hold on. We said we're pushing the limits of pasta today. Did we not say that?
No, literally not one person
No.
said that.
We
I've been in
already-
this room for over an hour and a half, and not one person said we're pushing the limits.
Tell
of
you what
pasta.
happened. So we screen printed 1,500 aprons that say
If I
we're
don't
pushing
get
the limits of
75,
pasta today, I
75%
swear-
of that thing, if I don't get 75%,
you're gonna get 8%.
and again, the
undisclosed.
only thing I said that I needed
Yeah.
to take care of in terms of allergies was I'm lactose intolerant.
Sure.
Tell me what's in that ricotta.
Mostly ricotta, which is a cheese,
Right.
and lactose is one of the main ingredients of the cheese.
that
But I think if
cheese.
you would just focus on the positives right now, Ben, I have a question for you.
Wait, that's got to be too many egg
Hold
yolks,
on, give me a
right?
sec. Do you want to read the question to yourself?
Sure.
Because I have a lot to deal
Number
with.
3, you're an avid fan of video games, and you've dedicated a lot of your life to improv. So you messed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, read the question.
Say you had the opportunity to create a Tony Hawk Pro Skater style game called Ben Schwartz Pro Improviser. What settings would you place the game, and what's the equivalent of doing the manual switchbacks challenge at Alcatraz? What a question that will make 2 people who are watching this happy.
We love both of you equally.
But do you like video games?
I love video games. I especially love
What are
Tony
your
Hawk's Pro
top
Skater.
5? If you had to do top 5 video games.
Top 5 video games. Golden Axe, number 1.
Golden Axe on Genesis or the arcade?
Genesis.
Wow,
Genesis.
okay.
I'll say Diablo 2.
Wow, big one. So PC games. So far you're jumping.
I really am.
console to
I've
PC.
always jumped. I'm going to say NHL Hits 2003.
Oh, is that the NFL Blitz version of NHL?
Correct.
Love it.
And then we're going to go to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, the first open world.
Okay,
I really enjoyed it.
Explored.
Where that's from. And then I have one more pick. I feel like I need to pick something cool. Pong. I had an original Atari and I played Pong on it.
Great game. Wonderful
Great
game.
game.
Were you a
Wonderful
Tetris person? The way your brain works, it makes me feel like you would love Tetris.
No, I'm really bad at visuospatial things.
Really?
Yeah. I'm good with
What
like
about
words
Zork?
and
Do you ever
concepts.
play Zork?
Never play Zork.
You asked me what my 5 were? Good hosting. My 5 would probably be, I think number 1 would probably be Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo. Have you ever played that game? It's a role-playing game.
No.
I think quite possibly one of the best video games ever made. Again, I think we way too many egg yolks.
So many egg yolks in this. I'm not gonna lie, it's so many.
It's
egg
too many.
yolks.
I think honestly 1 to 2 would have done it. I think.
Yeah, I'm freehanding it now too. I had a bowl to cut it out.
You want to know the rest of the 4?
I would love to know that, please. Thank you.
Number 2 would be the American version of Final Fantasy III, which I believe is 6 in different numbers. I think that's incredible. Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation would probably be the, God, this is such a mess. We're eating this one?
Yeah.
That'll probably be up there.
I think it's gonna go really well.
I can't promise you. Zelda, if I had to do it, would probably be a tie between Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time. I'm going to say Sonic 2 because if I don't, everybody would be upset. I do believe Sonic 2 is amazing. I never got to play Sonic Adventure 2 on a Dreamcast. I've only played it on Xbox and it was modded out and the delay time was bad. But everybody's told me, like, I watched the playthrough of it. It's the only playthrough of video game I've ever watched.
So we're adding some king trumpet mushrooms to some brown butter right here.
Okay.
Just we're gonna.
What
kinda
makes
build
brown
this into
butter?
the
Is it
sauce.
butter and brown sugar?
That is where you sort of separate all the milk fat solids from the water, from the fat, from the protein, and you just get pure fat. So you can
Yes.
deep fry and clarified butter. Whereas with normal, say like butter from the grocery store, you put it in a pan. It's gonna start separating at high heat into all these different
You're going to
components.
separate in high heat.
Heyo! What?
Keep going.
All right, and then we're just gonna salt that. So milk fat solids have actually caramelized, so you get a sweet, sort of nutty flavor. You get Maillard reaction. I have to throw this in the water at some point. I'm not confident in this at all.
You might need a big spatula of sorts.
I think I can just hand it.
It's such a mistake.
Ben Schwartz, pro improviser. What's the plot line? What are we
Okay,
doing?
that's a great question. If I was,
Thank you.
it almost makes me feel like it has to be like Parappa the Rapper. I think you go on stage and you get a bunch of options of what you want to say. Oh,
It's going in the water.
The water is there because we learned for the first 3 there's just way too much smoke is what we all learned
Definitely.
together, right? Don't you
Definitely,
think? Did
absolutely.
that fall apart in the water?
No, it didn't fall apart yet, but it's like floating in a weird way.
I knew this one was gonna be bad. You think it's because there's 3 egg yolks in it?
I'm not willing yet to
Do you
say
think
that
the
egg
buoyancy
yolks
has anything to do with the
were
3
the problem.
full egg
no,
yolks?
the buoyancy is so it's
Give us
Parappa
the
the
play-by-play. Parappa the Rapper. I
Parappa
think
the Rapper.
you go on stage, and I think the idea is you hear an audience member's story, and you get to choose between how you initiate your scene. Do you want help? There's another person here.
Parappa the Rapper. So audience member,
Okay.
you choose.
Can you get lower in your your squat? Thank you very much.
I'm gonna make sure I'm supporting this.
This is like this is literally a thing that Marge Simpson does in one of the episodes of Simpsons. And I think it's like that type of thing where you can choose like, a button for a response and then you build up. But it would be amazing if you can incorporate your real voice. And I guess the equivalent of doing manual switchbacks.
You're familiar with the manual
switchbacks?
switchbacks challenge?
No,
It's
and I
one of
played
the
Tony
hardest
Hawk
Tony Hawk
before.
Pro Skater. So on the Alcatraz, you have to manual the 3 switchbacks all in a row. So
What's
you
a
not only
switchback?
so switchback is where you go downhill and then you make a turn, you go downhill and you make a turn, you go
yeah.
downhill. So you have to manual all 3 of those.
Okay, so that would be so you're
So
basically
it's
saying
very
the highest
tough.
level of difficulty.
Highest level of difficulty. Yeah.
I think it would be to end a show. The hardest part of an improv show to me is ending the show on a high note and hitting it where it culminates everything, finding a way to bring everything together in the end where it feels like magic. Am I going to burn the pasta?
No, that's great. Pasta number.
Where it feels like magic, where it's like, oh my God, they must have written this, but obviously we haven't. And it just all culminates and it all makes sense for this 1 second, and then we call it, and then everybody goes crazy. That would be that thing.
It's tough because you got to do that with like bars and meters and clicking buttons at the right time.
You're
you know,
right.
That'd be
And
tough.
If you think about Tony Hawk, it'd be
Yeah,
tough. But so
it'd
are
be
those
tough.
manual switchbacks. You know what I mean?
So, absolutely. Yeah, you throw it.
What do you think I can hit? Give me a thing.
You gotta.
Oh my God, Josh, you know what I would love to do?
What's up? Hey.
How can we take a bunch of steps back?
Me? Well, yeah. Okay. Let me put this in, then I'll take steps.
I'd
back.
rather you didn't.
I think this is
way
going
more
really
fun.
well. I think this is gonna be really good, actually. So it looks like fried eggs because that's all the egg yolks in it. Ben, you were talking?
We'll go over there. I'm
Yeah.
going to throw you a perfect pass.
Sure.
Put your hand up like this. All I need you to do is that.
At the time that the card is entering my fingers is the idea.
It'll literally enter in between those two fingers.
Sure.
Okay? So
Yeah,
I'm going to do it.
believe
It's
you.
going to literally enter in between those two fingers.
Okay.
And all you'll have to do is that.
Is that?
Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Show me what you're going to do.
Just that?
Perfect.
That's all I'll have to do.
Ready? And I'm going to flick. I'm not going to toss. Ready?
That's okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Benjamin Schwartz! Did you?
It's too many egg yolks.
It's moment ruined. That was unreal.
Do we get it on camera?
Benjamin Schwartz! It's too many egg yolks.
We have a truffle to go on this lovely.
I can't wait. I love
Lovely
truffle.
dish. This lovely dish.
How much do you think this costs?
It's 120. It's $120. It's a big truffle. It is not a white winter truffle. We're not in Albanese truffle season yet. Surely there's got to be a better tool to use than this.
What was that tool
And
called? It had a name.
This is a spider, we call it. You go ahead. Place that on there.
Where's the truff, my man?
Where's the truff? Well, the truff's coming here.
What are you gonna do with hazelnut?
I'm just gonna shave hazelnuts over the top. We've never made any of this before, man. Yeah.
Again, hasn't washed his hands once. This is our third pasta.
You know.
Third pasta has literally not washed his hands.
Ben!
God, $125 just down the drain.
Down the
that
drain.
was good. Those pepperoni slices.
Ben, whatever this tastes like here.
You want the first one?
Is course number that you want me to take the first bite?
Part of this is that I have to be the one that takes the first bite.
Yes, you do. Did the
I want
yolk
a
fully
little bit.
cook, or is
No.
it still? It's still runny. That's what it's supposed to be.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah, it's a runny yolk. I'm actually a little bit shocked that you've never had this dish before.
Oh, there's a ricotta. Take a taste. Take a taste with me. Take a taste with me. Have
seen
some
this.
ricotta. Oh, you don't want any of these yolks? Here, wait, my man. Hold on.
I've seen this on Top Chef.
No. What do you think?
That is really good, and that's exactly what I was going for. That is a shocking.
true?
thing. How many Joshies do you give it?
I would give it 700 Joshes.
700 Joshies? Where could we have gone more right? I feel like.
Maybe I just don't like this dish.
What do you think watching me flounder around was maybe?
1,000 Joshes. Anytime I see you floundering around,
You got all you like the sort of
literally
like,
a thousand
Jet Li movie
Joshes.
poster.
If you're
split.
talking about
Yeah, yeah.
performance, 1,000
Okay,
Joshes.
well, I'll take that then. I thought that may have hindered it, but in fact,
But
that was the only
we
saving
need someplace
grace.
to go because I know these last two are going to have potatoes in it.
Then the pasta's getting more complicated.
Here we go.
I know what you're saying. The fault of the last pasta, not complicated enough. But now this one, I think you're really gonna love because of how complicated it is.
Is it really complicated?
It is. So if you see right
This
here,
is pasta number 4 or 5.
this is pasta number 4.
We're
We
on
have one
hour
more to go.
6.
Woohoo! So we have a mosaic. We've dyed this with beetroot
What
powder.
does mosaic mean?
So a mosaic is an art
Just a
style.
design?
Like that's a mosaic of tiles, but this is
Yeah.
a mosaic of pasta. So it's 2 different pastas, both dyed with beet juice. And so we wanted this to actually mimic a purple nightshade tomato.
Oh my god.
And so this is going to be some very reduced roasted down tomato concasse.
The reduction is of tomato, and what else is in there?
Correct. So it's tomato, garlic, shallot cooked down in olive oil with a little bit of chili.
Oh man.
And we are going to seal this right now. We're doing a tortellini in Brodo.
What is this?
So that is a Parmesan and basil tuile. So you blend Parmesan and basil with some egg white. Well, we got one tortellini. Ben, you're on a lifeboat with 4 people, but it can only hold 3 without sinking. The group has decided that someone must leave the boat, but they look to you. The 5 people are an improviser, an actor, a stand-up comedian, and a YouTuber. Who do you choose to leave the boat and why? That is improviser, actor,
this
stand-up
is
comedian.
too hard because I can't say YouTuber because your audience is on YouTube.
Correct?
Improviser in my head is someone who can think on the fly, think quickly. So if we have a problem and we need to figure it out, I want to keep that improviser.
Okay.
And also it's because it's the art form and the comedic form that I do. So I might know that person and be friendly with them, which is great. Man, it matters what the YouTuber does. What if the YouTuber is someone who knows how to take a boat and bring it back to water?
Yeah, well, we would have called them a boat tuber.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, so we didn't specify boat tubes. They're decidedly not a boat
Wouldn't it be
tuber.
U-boater then? Huh?
U-boater? No.
Sorry.
No, U-boaters were something very different. Neither of our families like the U-boaters.
What's it? Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, he knows where I'm going with that. Hey-oh!
Okay, I guess we can cut something. All right, and so, I mean, it might be, but stand-up comedians are really smart, can write really, really well.
They're also very
YouTuber-
sad, and I think sometimes they're cruel.
Do you think an actor could be helpful? in
Actor
this
to me is the easiest one to decide to die.
Woof, you know I'm one of those too, right?
Yeah, but that's what you said. You're one of those too. Like you're definitely an improv. You're like a
Would
model
you
slash
consider
actor.
yourself a YouTuber?
I think most people would consider me a YouTuber.
Would you say I'm a chef on YouTube?
No, I don't consider myself a chef either.
What do you consider yourself?
What do you consider me?
You?
Friend?
I mean, yeah, I think we're friends.
I think we're friends.
You wouldn't consider yourself a chef? Isn't it in your
Well,
name?
I don't know. It
your,
is.
like, handle, Chef Josh?
Yeah, but it's like, gold is in the name fool's gold, but you don't...
Sometimes your jokes aren't worth it.
It's not a joke. This is an actual precept of language.
I'm telling you right now.
Like an open-faced sandwich.
Time. Right now, you're
is not.
wasting
I'm wasting time at being slow at folding
essentially
tortellini.
right now, make it stop. You can make it stop, but you keep talking about
refuse.
it. I guess I'd throw myself off so the other people can live.
Can I talk about me more? So many people, they'll contact me in some form of way, and they'll say, "You're so talented. I think one day you'll have your own show."
You have your own show.
That's what I say. Well, I don't say anything.
They mean like because they're saying that maybe on YouTube to them isn't making you fulfilled?
Or they're saying that that's not like a show. Whereas
you
this
have
is as buttoned up.
Everybody in this room has
anything
complete control of this show. You guys get to do stuff as friends and make incredible content.
I think so.
This seems like the dream, no?
Yeah, it really is. Like, I can't imagine anything better. It sucks because I'm still not like happy, but like otherwise, so you're saying the actor's going off the boat.
What can you do? No, I said I'll go off the boat.
You're going off. Wait, would you actually sacrifice yourself?
No, I wouldn't do that. I need to be around.
So this is clarified tomato water. We've blended up tomatoes with aromatics and we've ran it through a coffee filter. Actually.
What do you mean?
Yeah, aromatics, onions, garlic. Yeah, just some eucalyptus oil that we stole from the gym.
Is this like smell-o-vision for like?
It really is. Do you remember the first time you heard the term smell-o-vision?
Yeah, I was young, and I've never forgot it since.
Who said it?
Brad Pitt. I ran into Brad Pitt one day. He goes, "Man, you ever seen the movie Smell-o-vision?" And I said, "Brad, I'm such a big fan. Fight Club, Thelma and Louise." It was early days. And then he's like, "Yeah, you go into a movie theater and they put different smells in there." And I was like, "Wow." So I saw me and my friend Gil went and saw Fast and the Furious in 4D. And give me something to hit. Do you think I can get this airplane? Does that go all the way to that garbage? A quick pan will do you well. Ready? If I do this and that, we got to make a shirt that says I'm great with paper. All right, ready?
What percent are you taking off that?
It's tough because there's not enough wing. It's too heavy. It's not my usual paper airplane.
No, I meant what's your percentage cut on the I'm great with paper?
That's gonna be 92. Okay. You're making it too easy. You got to pull it back.
Go back.
Okay, I'll move back.
This might actually be harder if it's that close.
No.
Then you're not letting it take flight.
Can you see me here? Yeah. Okay, ready? I don't feel confident about this. I feel confident.
Oh, Benjamin! Wait, has a second plane hit the trash can? Do we have a second one?
Oh, Josh.
Now we have to cut it.
You
now
gotta cut it.
Something.
You
I'm so
ruined
sorry.
it. Oh my God, you're
Like
cooking
30 seconds.
still?
Yeah, so we have the ravioli in there. So what I've done is I've added some basil oil. Do you want to try the tomato water?
Yeah, what is tomato water?
So we blended tomatoes and then we with the aromatics and then we ran them through coffee filter.
Let's do it.
I have a pocket spoon. It's
Well, it's
actually
gonna be
really
too
cool.
hot,
It's
right?
gonna be quite hot. Yeah.
Oh wait, of course.
If I blow on it, is that too intimate or would you?
I'll blow on it.
Light, bright, a little bit of MSG, a little kind of that bacterial.
You ready?
Flavor in there. I wish it was tomato season, but
Oh wow.
Right?
There's so much flavor in that.
right?
I'm tasting onions. Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's a good flavor though, right? All right, Ben, we got our tortellini. Just gonna plate these up.
And what's this
that
in there?
Brodo. This, the tomato water.
I got it.
You've tried it.
Yeah, but what does it have? Aromatics in it?
Well, it has several aromatics in
Okay,
it, but
great.
mostly
Onion.
onion. That's the way you
Oil.
make your money.
Very, very careful. We're being very careful. And tell everybody what this is one more time, Parmesan and oregano. The goal was to touch all.
It really was.
And we have. Should we put it here?
Do you feel confident in that?
What? How can I ruin it?
Well, no. I now I regret asking. I feel like if you,
Wait,
I'll spot you, but you go.
How can I make it bad?
Well, no. If it like shifts around and then no, the oil's suspended in the water.
Yeah.
I think once it settles, it's great.
I'm very excited for this.
I'm very excited for you.
Oh, it's already beautiful.
So that filling should have a lot of super concentrated tomato flavor in there.
That's really tasty. I mean, the tomato inside is really yummy too.
Do you think that the complexity is actually matched by the flavor?
Oh, interesting. The thing that's really making me be like, wow, that's amazing, is the filling of the pasta itself. That's like the strongest flavor, but that mixed with the water underneath is really beautiful. You're gonna love that. It's really tasty.
Can I use your same spoon? I don't have my own.
What do you think?
At first, it tastes like that ragu, that bolognese,
Yeah.
a tomato that's been like cooked and cooked and cooked, but then it finishes so clean from the tomato water, from the basil oil.
Do we get more pretentious as the show goes too?
Yes, literally, yeah. We could have said this about anything, man.
I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, 3 yolks.
The feeling of the aromatic water against my tongue.
How many Joshies out of 1,000 does this art piece get?
I think the vodka Alla vodka is my favorite so far, but this is I think tied with it. I think
of
so.
course you remember
850 Joshies.
50 Joshies, he remembers. Ben, we've reached it.
This looks unbelievable. It looks like there's so much going on.
The apotheosis of complicated pasta cookery and questions, and I'm very excited. We got some shallots going in butter right here, but I'm actually gonna work on some garnish right here. So here's some frozen shrimp rings. I'm just gonna go ahead and dredge these off. We're gonna fry them.
And this is a Sonic thing for rings.
Well, you'll see. Suspend all of your Sonic suspicions until
I've already
the end.
stated it, so
Until
it's hard
the
to
end.
suspend it.
Suspend it post-haste.
Okay. Now those are breadcrumbs.
These are breadcrumbs. These are panko breadcrumbs that have been blitzed a little bit. Don't know why I suddenly switched to German. We put them in a blender.
In my head, I see something there that looks a little Sonic-y. I see rings here.
What do you see over there? It looks.
I see. It looks like literally a dead blue hedgehog. I don't think you actually killed a hedgehog. You didn't. You can tell me you didn't kill a hedgehog, right?
What? The hedgehog actually died of disease of despair. Disease of despair. Alcoholism actually took the hedgehog's life, which is a very real problem. So we're taking a little bit of dashi and
Smells
we've added
amazing.
that to the shallots cooking in the butter. I'm gonna take a little bit of saffron. I think saffron.
Oh,
is
so you already
seafood
put them in the deep fryer.
as well. Those are in the deep fryer. Those are going right now.
And maybe talk about how you brought out uni, and I
Correct.
said literally my least favorite food in the world is uni.
I did. That was tremendously disappointing when you said that. But
Because you wanted to break 850.
the stove turned off again.
This seems like a lot. This seems like you're doing too much.
I have a question for you.
See, the last thing you need is to do another question.
Ben, you're a big fan of Calvin and Hobbes. Is this true?
I am. Bill Watterson. When I was in...
Theologian John Calvin believed in universal original sin, but also the divine predestination of a loving God. Philosopher Thomas Hobbes believed that man was ultimately self-interested and, if left without a governing class, would descend into a chaotic and cruel state of nature.
I gotta read it.
Are Calvin and Hobbes' views of determinism ultimately complementary or
Okay, I want to give a
contradictory?
real answer. Ben, you're a big fan of Calvin and Hobbes, and then I was going to tell you a funny story, but you robot voiced through it. Theologian John Calvin believed in universal original sin.
So basically, man was born wicked.
Man was born wicked, okay, but
born
also the divine predestination of a loving God.
Yes, like man was born wicked, but shall be saved through faith alone.
Philosopher Thomas Hobbes believed that man was ultimately self-interested, right? And if left without a governing class, would descend into a chaotic and cruel state of nature. Okay, so the idea is being so narcissistic and not having anybody governing these people, everything would go into mayhem. Are Calvin and Hobbes' views of determinism ultimately complementary or contradictory? All right, I understand the Hobbes one. John Calvin, sin, you're born with sin, but if you follow God, then you can become without sin, correct?
Yeah, so basically it's either you can follow God or you can have a governing class ensuring, virtuistic acting. Do you think those are inherently contradictory or complementary to each other?
I've read this 3 times and I still don't know what's happening.
Pasta's getting complicated, that's getting complicated, everything's getting complicated.
I know, I really wanted to try to give you a real answer, but I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna add a little bit of sake in there.
Oh wow, incredible. And you haven't even told me what we're making. Are those rings
Absolutely.
as well? So these are Sonic rings. We're in Sonic rings. And is that stove even
It's
working?
called annalini. So annalini is like effectively the legit version of SpaghettiOs.
Oh my God, that's the shrimp? That's the shrimp?
That's the shrimp rings. Yeah. Shrimp
They
rings
look
are coming.
amazing.
I
So
kind of, okay, yeah,
What's
go
this
ahead.
dish called?
What?
What's this dish called?
We didn't name it, right?
Sonic's Gold Rings, it looks like we're eating, right? Sonic's
We're eating
Gold
Sonic's
Rings.
Gold Rings.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because you have those rings, and this looks like it's gonna be amazing. By the way, can I tell you something? It's like a good movie. When you leave a good movie, you think about that. Take care, man. Good to see you. Fun to hang out. Thanks for hanging out, man.
You were talking about movies?
Thanks for coming on the show for the first time.
Of course,
really
anytime.
appreciate it. And just whenever you want, just leave and put your disgusting hands in my.
I totally
pasta.
forgot I had a piece of pocket rye.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, do you want some uni on the pocket rye?
I don't like uni.
I know, but this is to test if you want that uni on, if you're like so repulsed by
I just
it.
want very little bit.
Well, do you want it on the pocket rye?
Yeah, stop calling it pocket rye, my man.
What do you call it?
Just call it rye bread.
It's rye bread, but
That's way too much. You're friends
It's
with
a
me.
whole.
Ugh, I'm gonna hate this. You're asking. This is my hot ones.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, hi, we serve
How was
Ben
it?
nice food. Beautiful, fresh Santa Barbara sea urchin. I prefer it to Hokkaido. How do you feel?
I can do it. I like that.
You can do it?
Yeah.
I'm a fan, but I want you to. I want you to
think this
There's
is
a lot
the
more
best?
coming.
Do you think this is the best dish so far?
Absolutely not. Do you?
I don't know. I've only had the thing I hate the most, so I can't.
It's very good.
You've literally given me the thing I hate the most, and then you said, "What do you
It's
think?"
very good, but here we'll start.
I would say
we'll get the dead hedgehog.
Skip. No, what is it? It has to be that durian,
What?
right?
This is, well, now I don't want to tell you.
Oh, it's.
You haven't given me space to allow myself to be honest with you
Okay,
now
I'd
about
love
what
to
this
know what it is. Does it look like a wig?
It's sea urchin.
Oh, which is this?
Yeah.
What a mess. All right.
So it's basically like determinism. Like, is predestination just determinism plus deity?
Tell us, do it in the simpler terms for me, like you did before.
Predestination, like you're born, right?
Yep.
God knows everything that you're going to do before you die, even if you are just evil.
So
like God allows
there
it
is
to
no
happen.
fate.
Correct. Yeah,
Everything
there's no
is
fate.
okay. Got it.
So if you
I
have
love
free
the
will
idea
and
of
it's checked
free
by
will.
God.
The idea. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I'm a Hobbes man in this because free will is something we have to believe in.
sorry.
If that's not the case, then what happens? You can't grow. You have no. You're just a robot.
You said you're a Hobbes man?
Are we not using plates for this one? Oh God.
Shoot.
So you're putting it in the thing that supplies the thing I hate the most.
Yeah.
We can eat out of this too.
You said you're a Hobbes man?
Wait a second. So can you give me?
I have a terrible joke. Can you say, yeah, I'm a Hobbes man? Can you do it? Wait, no.
Is that why you kept pushing? So
Yeah.
you say you're a Hobbes man?
No, now the joke isn't
So
going to
I'm
hit it all.
I guess I'm a Hobbes man.
They actually prefer to be called hobbits.
Can I tell you the problem with you in comedy?
Yes.
Just-
Yes, they do all the time.
I just don't think you guys get along. I think you're friends, but I don't think you get along.
Me and comedy?
Yeah.
In what sense?
In what sense?
Like we hang out
I
a lot
think you're
together,
actually
but we
really
don't.
funny.
I appreciate that.
All right, this. Ugh, I don't like it though.
Uni, I know, but you said that you could
This
do
I
it.
want to try.
And so, do you want me to just spoon you a little bit? We have some more pocket rye if you want.
No, I want
let's
that on a
hear.
little spoon. Little spoon.
Okay. So this is a mother of pearl spoon because you're not supposed to let metal touch the acid.
It's really, really yummy. And you're putting it on that uni.
Right.
Oh.
Uni.
I think this dish would have been unbelievable if you skipped the uni.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could have done.
What do you think of the term yes chef now that the bear's become so big?
I like yes, chef. Ironically, not seriously though.
All right. I wonder if chefs who work in kitchens all day hate that everybody has to sing yes chef when they see him.
You think they feel like part of their culture has sort of been stolen? What else? Oh, the shrimp rings. And then I'm just gonna
On the rocks, my man?
on the rocks.
Don't we want to put it on the thing?
I was gonna kind of hang it off of the uni.
What is this called, Josh?
Do you know the Latin word for ring?
No.
It's anus. This is Sonic's anus. And
You
we
said
didn't
Sonic's
come up.
rings.
She
It was
said Sonic's
amazing.
rings. Sonic's rings.
Sonic's rings is
Here.
incredible.
Okay, can we laugh us in 3, 2? Ben, here we have the most complicated pasta of all. These are Sonic's golden rings in the, I suppose, the dead Sonic carapace, but it is an uni, to be clear. With the uni on top, we have a dashi and beurre monte sauce, a little bit of saffron in there. You should taste a lot of the sea from this golden osetra caviar. In the uni, we have the piped shrimp farce rings on
For
the outside.
someone who doesn't really love uni, do you think I should, in order to understand what this dish is, should I eat that, or do you think I should eat around it to give you a real Joshy score?
I think you have to eat
I gotta do
through the uni with the caviar. I think you have to get everything in one bite.
Should I put the shrimp rings or no?
I think just eat it. Don't eat it on the pasta. This is a snack.
So the blue from the sea urchin is now on the pasta. So all the pasta, pasta is blue.
Can I tell you the original idea for this dish?
Can I
The
ask you a
pasta.
question?
Go ahead.
I'm assuming the pasta. I'm assuming it's just spray painted blue, right?
Like it's food dye.
Okay.
What do you think of the flavor?
I think I want it. Let me taste it by itself. I want to give you a proper Joshy score. This is the first and maybe only time.
Saffron, a little bit of kombu, some smoke, some sea.
And you want me to take a bite of this also as a snack, you said?
I did say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What score do you think I'm going to give it?
I don't like to play this game. This feels a bit emotionally torturous in a certain way.
This feels like 550 Joshy. You know what? We're trying our best. And we ended with the most, the biggest risk.
Thank
and
you.
of course, when you take the biggest risk, you're going to have the biggest
And that's comedy, folks. Ben, I had a great time, man. I love hanging out with you.
Should we hug?
Should we hug? I think we should hug. We should hug,
lot
and
of
then
fun
you should
things.
deliver a plug for Sonic 3. You should hug me and then kind of comically spin me that way so you're facing the camera. So if we're like, oh my god, that was so fun, and then you violently spin me, so you're now doing the sonic plug.
Oh, I got it.
As if it was like a...
Wouldn't you spin me then? My face is here, and then you pick me up and spin me, so my face is there?
Wait, to Taylor.
I hope this is all gonna be in it.
Yeah, okay. So, wait, I'm sorry, I'm spinning you backside or front side?
This is your idea, my man!
Okay, but then you change it, so now...
You said spin, I don't know what the hell's going on! You literally...
Yeah, okay, just jump up.
Yeah.
And then I would have to do a full 360.
Keep going. Sonic 3 is coming out on December 20th. December 20th, Sonic 3 is coming out. It's gonna be me, Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow.
Incredible.
Okay, Idris Elba, Jim Carrey's playing 2 different roles, and it's just more action, Josh. It's more action. It's incredibly beautiful CG, and there's incredible comedy, incredible heart, and Shadow. And if you love the Sonic movies and the Sonic video games, you're gonna love this. Join us next time on, do we name what this show's called?
It's whatever you say right now is the official name of the show.
The five stages of grief. See you soon. And from, I guess you wouldn't call yourself a chef nor a YouTuber, what would you say? You are a writer? Writer, Josh, and I guess I would say I'm an actor, comedian. We wish you well, and as we do on every show, Josh downs one big piece of uni and says his catchphrase. Here it comes. To camera.
Man, these bananas are good!
Hey you, cook up your own feast while wearing the Mythical Kitchen Apron, available now at mythical.com.